Hey everybody, welcome back to the old Deer Hunters. I'm back at the range today with my 22-250. I have some Fiyoshi 55 grain and some Hornady 55 grain. And we're going to check these, see what kind of velocity we're getting, and see what kind of groups we're getting. I'm going to shoot about a couple of 3-shot groups with each one of these and see how they perform. Also, I had some hand loads. After we shoot the factory ammo, I'll tell you about the hand loads and I'll show you the targets after we shoot them. I won't bore you with watching me shoot, but I just want you to see the results and I'll share with you the information that I get shooting this 22-250 Tikka today. The first group today was with the Fiyoshi 55 grain. The advertised velocity is 3650. We got an average speed of 34.57, so it's about a little over 34.50, so that's not too bad. That's about average for factory ammunition to be about a couple hundred feet per second under the advertised velocity on a 22-250. So we're going to try the Hornady and see what kind of group we get, and we're also going to see what the velocity is. So we'll set that up. We'll shoot 3 shots, then we'll go down and we'll check both targets and see how well we did. We're using the Varmint C1 chronograph. This thing is really a great little chronograph. I guess I'll have to do a video about it and tell you all about it, but that's what we're using today. It's doing a great job. Okay, on the velocity on the Hornady the average is 34.20, so that's a little bit slower than the Fiyoshi. They're shooting the same 55 grain VMAX bullets, but they're close enough where the point of impact is almost the same. So let's go down and check and see what kind of groups we got. Hey, that's pretty darn good. Looks like we got, the Fiyoshi, that's around a 1/2 to 3/4 inch group. Also for the Hornady, I don't think you can complain about that for factory ammo. Velocity is a little bit slow. It's not quite as fast as it's supposed to be. This Hornady is supposed to be doing 3680. The Fiyoshi, 3650. Actually, the Fiyoshi is faster than the Hornady. So, I tell you what, it's hard to complain about that, especially with me shooting. Had some young eyes behind that loophole scope, it may be even better. So, let's try some hand loads. I got some 53 grain VMAX. I want to see if they'll shoot those okay. So, hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, the first load I'm going to try is a 53 grain VMAX. This is loaded with Accurate Arms 2230 powder. It should be turning about 3,700 feet per second. And that's more like, that's more like the velocity we expect out of a 22-250. So let's check it. We'll shoot 3 shots. I've also got some 53 grain Varmint. It's the same load except a different bullet. We're going to check those also. .3772 on that first shot with the 53 grain VMAX. .3746. The last shot was 37.58, so it's about an average of about 37.60. So that's a darn good load if it's just accurate. So I hope it's accurate. It looks like it's a pretty good group, but sometimes you get down there and The bullets have flown off into that black area and you just can't see it. Let's try a Nosler Varmint 53 grain, load it with the same powder and see how it does. .3760, same velocity. Port and bit pack looked the same also. That went a little high, maybe ½ inch. 3767. Now we hit the second bullet hole. 3761. So that's a really good average. 3761. I mean, the standard deviation on that is just right on the money. I mean, it's almost nothing. So let's go down and check the groups. Okay, the 53 grain groups look pretty good. You know, I'm looking through a 14 power scope, loophole 4.5 to 14. Now, granted, I'm not a target shooter. I'm just a hunter, and this is a hunting rifle. You know, I want a good, accurate load going to about 3750 out of a 53 or 55 grain bullet. So if I can get that, I'll be very happy. Anything under an inch, I'm very happy. But I really do like, especially with the 22-250s, because they're so inherently accurate. I love, you know, for them to hover around that ½ inch mark. So seems like they're hanging in there. So let's see what we get here. That last group with the standard deviation was like 3 or 4. I mean, it was really good. Okay, I'm gonna turn you around here. Okay, here we go. Oh man, that feedback's kind of opened up there to an inch. But look at this Varmint. Wow, that is a ½ inch. Hope I'm not too close to this. Hope it's focused. Let me see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. But I was expecting this 3 shots to be up in here. I'm gonna have to go back and try that again. But this one, man, that Varmint, man, that's great. I think that's the best one out of the four groups. The 53 grain Varmint is the best. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Back from the range, going over some of the targets. I'm going to leave the loading table at the end of the video. We just got in a new MDT field stock for the Tikka. I put it on the rifle. It feels great, and it's lightweight. It's got a good shape, a lot of adjustments, but it's still not too heavy and bulky. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good hunting stock for the Tikka. The 22-250 has done really well. The 1-in-8 twist doesn't seem to hinder the bullets' accuracy, at least for the 55 and 53 grain bullets. And I don't think I'm going to shoot anything smaller than that anyway. But we may try out some 50s just to see if they will stabilize in that 1-in-8 twist. So thanks for stopping by the Old Deer Hunters, and come back and see our next video.